welcome to the platform with Boemo Laba. Hey lang, batungela mohoela titieno, wena moithuti wa madikolo, you, the populace of the University of Botswana Social Work Society. Today with me here I have Mr. Khumo Sebabi, the University of Botswana Social Work Society President. Mr. Khumo Sebabi,
hello, Boemo. Thank you very much for having me. So, more especially the University of Botswana Social Work Society membership at large. I greet you all with a metaphorical handshake.
Right, let us get straight into it. Mr. Khumo Sebabi, when you occupied this office, your committee pledged to itself. You came up with a roadmap, goals that you wanted to achieve, the likes of utilizing digital publicity and 4IR, standardization, exponential financial position, NGOs and corporate partnerships, and certified leadership seminars, in the spirit of accountability. What have you managed to achieve thus far?
Yeah, you are very right, Boemo. We had a clear set strategy. We had a vision that we imparted on ourselves to go out and achieve. At the very top, you mentioned digital publicity. If you have noticed, we had low yield of interaction in social media. So my committee came up with a strategy to start sponsoring posts, which increased the yield and the coverage. Also, in terms of virtual platforms, we also started using virtual platforms such as Teams, such as Zoom, and it was an advantage because we did not need training as students were already in a process of online learning their academics, which was an advantage. In terms of standardization and this contextuality, we meant just raising the standards of the society, letting people know what exactly we want. Understand? So to achieve that, we came up with strict guidelines to let people know that by this time, if you've not subscribed, you will no longer be regarded as a member of the society. Understand? And furthermore, the committee adopted an incremental financial strategy. When we came in, the society had reserves amounting to 2002. So what we did was we decided to invest those reserves, and now by month end, expecting 5,600 pools. And within 2 months, I'm confident that number will be well over 8,000 pools. So it's something. We also had collaboration as far as NGOs and corporate partnerships go. We also had a collaboration with Ms. Botswana on a GBV campaign. So when others are still on the works, and we are working on them. We are also planning a personal development seminar as far as increasing the knowledge and the skills for the members, because we have pledged ourselves to that. We're working on a seminar which the details will soon be released, because I cannot sort of specify anything right now because we are still in talks with a firm that will offer such.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, so it's something where I would say, yeah.
So during this hard time, I mean, you got into position, looking at COVID-19, where things had to change at a snap of a finger. But looking at the number of subscribed members right now, going at 140, this is one of the highest that the society has had. How did you manage to achieve that?
Okay, thank you very much, Boemo. You're actually right, but it's not an excuse for us to say that we got into office during a tough time. We just have to drive through it. You understand? So what was happening was that that number is very interesting. Many people were shocked, but I believe in value, because value creation is the one thing that resulted in the 140 members. Understand? Because it's a positive correlation. As you increase value, the rest follows, the numbers follow. Because when we came in, we had a conversation with our advisor, Dr. Loma, and he was very quick to tell us that this society needs change. We need to make ourselves attractive to the membership. that's only when they can come. And that's exactly what we did. And the rest followed.
Impressive. So you've been in office for a full semester now and counting. What do you regard as your biggest challenge during your tenure?
Okay. To be honest with you, Boemo, there's only one challenge, and I think everyone is aware of it, because looking at the things that we've managed to do right now, it's pretty sad, because I can only imagine what we could have gone to achieve under normal circumstances.
Yeah.
But there's no, what I would say, normal circumstances, just the old normal and the new normal.
Yeah.
We are dragging through the new normal, and we are coming up with new ways to prosper.
Right, I like the positivity that you're keeping. We are aware that under your committee, some of the society's activities, which could be regarded as norms, such as the famous Miss University of Botswana Social Work Society, were discontinued. Why? Also, we saw your committee to be the first to increase the subscription fee. What does this mean? Does it mean that the members are now paying for something that is value added?
Okay, as far as Miss UBSWS, I would say it was a great initiative. I also appreciated it, but what we did was sort of review all of the society's activities, and we realized that it did not make sense, because it defeated the very purpose of its existence, which was to raise funds, and it was not raising funds, so we had to cut it off. Secondly, we talk about the
We talked about paying the subscription fee that increased.
Oh, alright, increasing subscription and its inflation rate. But it was because we know and we were confident on what we were giving out. As I mentioned, all of the things that we had, the strategy that we came up with, we are confident that that amount was nothing compared to the value that we will be creating, because all you need to create, as I said before, is fame, and people will come. Understand? So we went through a process of introspection, and we created the value that was needed.
Introspection is very, very much important, as well as branding, because you brand yourself, you attract people who are coming to you, and also you're increasing the value of who you are and who you pride yourself in. So Mr. Khumo Sebabi, we have questions from the general membership of the society. And the first question is the quite obvious. What really is the importance of joining the society?
Okay, thank you very much for those questions. I really appreciate them. So the value, this question is not that it's difficult or anything. It's surprising and it's ironic, because you would expect it to be the one thing a member of this entity would know, because it's not like it's political where you can say it's either being part of this society or that one. But in this case, it's just a matter of social work students being a part of their academic society. And so it's either nothing or something, being inside or outside. So I don't know if you would prefer nothing or to have something that you own as membership. But I could sit here all day and talk about all the people who have went through this process, who went through this system, and where they are right now. But if the attitude is not sort of at the right place, it wouldn't really have an impact on someone. You understand? Because I've talked about the direct benefits of members, because we have committees, we have subcommittees, and this give you a chance to learn as a member. They give you a chance to learn about administration, to learn about leadership. As far as also the seminars are concerned, it's also a chance to gain skills, because when you graduate, you have to have something to say. This is what I have, maybe in terms of your CV. So if you've not been participating in anything, if you're just there, what are you going to give to your future employer to say, okay, this is where I've been, and this is what I have to offer, and this society is a learning platform. Understand? And indirectly, members benefit directly from this by the virtue of the society being a height of new society. Understand? And I don't want them to just take my word for it. I want them to also come and experience for themselves the value that we have in this society.
Amazing. So going forward, what should the people expect from you this semester?
Okay, to avoid being too repetitive, I talked about the personal development seminar, which is coming, and it's very good. We are in talks with a local firm which is going to be offering this, and they should look out for that. We also are organizing a general assembly, which was supposed to be held last semester, but unfortunately there were sort of inconveniences. But we are really confident that this time it will be there because it will be virtual. What it aims to achieve is introspection. Tell ourselves the honest truth. What is going on? Are members interested? Why are we not partaking in something that is for us? What's going on? That's why the General Assembly will be there to come up with also corrective measures and innovations for the future. So that's what they should look forward to.
So in 30 seconds, what message can you give out to the people who are watching today?
Okay. What I would like to say is that, leadership, I've always said this. It's not the first time I've said this. I've talked about leadership. I'm not talking about titles. I'm not talking about positions. I'm talking about a person taking responsibility for their own actions. I'm talking about a person who is there, who knows how to not only do their job, but to do it well, in an innovative way. I would like to encourage each and every social work student to come and be a part of an entity that is for them, by them. Because I was reading an article by one of our lecturers, Dr. John Mann, from last year, and it was talking about social work participation in Botswana. And you'll be shocked reading that article because social workers' participation is very low in Botswana. You should do something about that. This is where it starts. This is the basic foundation. Here in the Social Work Society is a branch of the National Association of Social Workers. This is where they groom and then they are finally exported to the Botswana National Association of Social Workers. And the knowledge and the skills they gain here will allow them to advocate for others on that level, because it is not automatic. You should listen very carefully, guys. It is not an automatic process to say you're gonna start doing something after graduation, because excellence, you know what excellence is? Excellence is just a collection of small items that you do every day. You understand? Subscribing itself as an individual act is not excellence, but a collective of subscription from members which reach 140. That's excellence. You understand? Unity, excellence. That's what I want to share with the members. Understand? You have to come, you have to learn, and you have to stand by each other, you have to act in solidarity. We look at Botswana Teachers Union. That union is very active. It's a union that stands up for their own. Last year, just at the end of last year, a teacher was assaulted, and the Botswana Teachers Union stood up for their own. They had a campaign when they were wearing all black, and they were voicing out their concerns about their safety, and the ministry was forced to release a statement on that. Social workers, that's exactly what we should be looking at. It should inspire us, it should make us to introspect on our own activities, in our own profession, who we want it to be. Understand? So that's the message for them. And as I always say, please come with your social work. Let it heal their hearts, let it seal their scars, let it power their lives, because God knows you are called to this task, and the social work or nothing, really.
Greatly so, Mr. Khumo Sebabi.
Thank you very much.
Alright, Oena, moithuti ko lapeng, we thank you. Horo bor shuni leha. Hata tsaka hore le di wa e khole, e gaufi e theletsa. Modimo ke yo.